off the post. It's absolutely brilliant from Christian Eriksen. And he gets his shot away. Rasmus Højlund breaks that duck, and it couldn't be better.
Hello everyone, my name is the truly inspiring Nyame Watson. Game On is on Hill TV, and Game On will give you the latest match updates, biggest sports news and match analysis. Game On 360 covers football from the Premier League, the UEFA Champions League, La Liga, UCL, the English Premier League. Join us for expert insights, exciting discussions, and then detailed match analysis. We got everything soccer and sports on Hill TV. If it is sports, it is Game On 360 on Hill TV.
Game On 360 shows live on Mondays at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and repeat on Tuesdays at 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. on Hill TV, a multi-TV channel. Hill Jesus Christ.
It's off the post. It's absolutely brilliant from Christian Eriksen. And he gets his shot away. Rasmus Højlund breaks that duck, and it couldn't be better.
Hello everyone, my name is the truly inspiring Nyame Watson. Game On is. Hello, a big welcome to this channel. We are live on Hill TV, and I'm excited to have you here. I'm going to give you exciting sports updates. We'll give you Black Stars news. We'll give you excellent breakdown. So I have here with me Ben, and Ben will be giving us expert analysis. Ben, Charlie, what's up?
I'm the champion.
Ben, how's your weekend?
Exciting as always. We are inside, so God is with us. We are okay. Yeah.
For those watching the TV, they might not know the football team you support. Which team do you support, so that they get to know your perspective?
Oh, my priority number one is Barcelona, and also Arsenal. Yeah.
When it comes to Ghana, which team do you support?
Oh, Olympics.
So I want us to start with Andre Ayew and Otto Addo's controversy, because last week I think that there was a very big breaking news in Ghana here. You know Andre Ayew. Andre Ayew is Ghana Black Stars captain. I mean, as at now, Andre Ayew is still Ghana Black Stars captain. There hasn't been any change. In as much as he's not in the Black Stars team, that's how come we've given the Black Stars captaincy to his brother Jordan Ayew. But officially, Andre Ayew is Black Stars captain. And when we got Otto Addo to be Black Stars head coach, Otto Addo comes in and says, I'm not going to work with Andre Ayew. Andre Ayew is 35 years and plays in France. I won't work with him. I will go for the younger talents of players and then get them to play for the Black Stars. And Andre Ayew comes on to play for, and Otto Addo comes in to play coach Black Stars, and Otto Addo doesn't call Andre Ayew. So we saw what happened in the Black Stars qualifiers. We have not even given him one call, not even one call up for Andre Ayew. And fans are asking, why won't you just call Andre Ayew? So after the Black Stars game, where we won but I think like 8-0 when it comes to aggregation, the journalist comes out to ask Andre Ayew. The journalist comes out to ask Otto Addo and says, Otto Addo, why are you not calling Andre Ayew? And then the spokesperson for the Andre Ayew family comes out to say, look, you have to do something about it. You have to call Andre Ayew because he's the best player for the Black Stars now. I have here with me Ben, and Ben will give us an analysis. Ben, how do you see Andre Ayew coming to the Black Stars? Andre Ayew, should we call him to the Black Stars?
Of course, he has played his part for Ghana as a team in recent times. And I'm of the view of that this is the time that he should have by himself ended his spell at the Black Stars. He has been wonderful for the Black Stars team. And as I said, this should not be happening at the Black Stars, as he has a good legacy for the Black Stars of Ghana. So this controversy here and there with Otto Addo, I believe that he has had some bad moments in the past years, like 5 years ago, of our AFCON spells, our World Cup spells. I mean, this is the time for him to have, packed the boots and have, bring out a news and say that I'm done with the Black Stars. I mean, there are better players. If you heard what Otto Addo said, there are better players in that particular possession currently. Okay. You understand? Take Kudus like this, take Ines Nuyama like this. There are younger players in that position. So Otto Addo was clear. You understand? I don't think that he's going to call Dede Ayew back in the team. And I think Dede Ayew should, agree and call it an end and I just go on, because we are building a new team, and the likes of Daniel Martin, the likes of Jonathan Mensah and all those have
talking about the 2019. I remember watching Andre Ayew play for the Black Stars in 2007 when I was young. I mean, under Claude Roy, Andre Ayew was playing for the Black Stars, even when we had to bench Sule Muntaye for Andre Ayew to play. And that 2009 squad, remember I can mention Philip Wampon, the likes of Dominique Edia,
okay,
the crop. All of them are retired, but Andre Ayew is refusing to retire. What's the problem with Andre Ayew? Do you think he probably has something more for the Black Stars? What's happening? Why is Andre Ayew saying he still has a place in this Black Stars team?
As I said earlier, he has given his best. I think in past years he has shown his commitment to the Black Stars team, showing up anytime he gets the call up. And so I think he has gained a sense of entitlement in the team. You understand? But he should remember. No, he should remember clearly that there's a time that he was, the Black Stars armband, the captain's armband, was taken from him. It was taken from Asamoah Gyan and given to him. Nobody talked. You understand?
And for that one, it was really, I think it was a wicked act, because at the time, Asamoah Gyan was playing actively.
That's what I'm saying.
And Asamoah Gyan was the captain for the Black Stars.
Exactly. So the Black Stars, it's not for anybody.
Yes.
It's for Ghanaians.
Yes.
And so when we
it's for Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana.
You understand? So
exactly.
when we need your service, we'll call you. And as now, we don't need him anymore.
We don't need him.
We don't need him anymore. He has played his part for Ghana.
What do you mean?
And he's not going to add anything to the team currently.
You have a captain.
No. That is why recently we played Ghana versus Chad, and look at perfect. We don't need his service anymore. And at the time that Otto said he didn't want him at the Black Stars, he was not having any club team. It was only recently that he was playing for the French club team, Le Havre or whatever it is.
And he's scoring goals.
No. Check the records very well. He's not a starter. He comes from the bench.
And he scores.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Check where they are as of now. They're even going on relegation. So I'm saying that.
No, but he's playing for a relegation.
It
doesn't mean he doesn't have the quality.
No,
then how do you talk about Walcott? Walcott is also playing for the Division 2 side.
No.
I think we have to situate this in a context. Walcott is playing for a relegation threatening team. You have Ben Masari in Accra to focus.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no problem.
No, I'm saying that he has played his part. What's the age of Andre?
Andre is 35 years.
Is he 35 years? How many captains of the national teams are 35 years? Take
Luka Modric.
No. Look at what team does he play in? Real Madrid.
The
Galacticos. You understand?
Exactly.
You talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. He's playing at Al Nassr. Full team scoring day in day out. What about Andre Ayew? You talk about Andre Ayew. What team does he play? They have. Is he a starter? No. What impact does he make in the team? Unless they are struggling, they bring in one change. You understand? So I'm saying that there are much. Otto Addo's statement was that there are better players in that position.
Exactly.
You understand? So in that context, as you said, and you see, there was this news. I don't want to go there, but there was this news about this toxic relationship, about this captaincy and all these things, and it's clear in the team. In our past performances, we didn't qualify for the World Cup. You understand? And I think in our past AFCON appearances,
for AFCON,
in our past AFCON appearances, Ayew has been the captain of the side. Look at our
since 2019. Let me give viewers a breakdown. Since 2019, the Ghana national team hasn't been able to play or progress to the round of 16 in any of the AFCONs. And now we're even struggling to qualify. For you to understand this, 2019, we couldn't qualify to the round of 16. 2020, 2021.
Yes.
Ghana was leading by so
Ghanaians are never going to forget about Richard Ofori.
Yes.
You understand? So that's what you are saying. It comes back to what I'm saying.
I think that sometimes we're not being fair. Maybe for those pattern of losses, it was probably a coaching problem, not really Andre Ayew being the captain of the team.
That's what I'm saying. You see, how old is he? We need better players in that position. And our best player in the team is currently Kudus Mohammed.
No,
it's Kudus Mohammed. Jordan Ayew. No, Kudus Mohammed. That's our star boy now. Plays at West Ham, day in and day out. I'm saying in that number 10 position. Which Dede Ayew plays perfectly in that role. But I'm saying that we have Kudus Mohammed, who is now our star boy. We are projecting the guy.
Okay.
And he comes in perfectly, and he plays the ball perfectly. So now you are bringing in a conversation about Andre Ayew. Andre is now sluggish. He's now slow in pace. It's not that 10 years ago, Andre Ayew.
It's not that tricky anymore.
Ghanaians have given him that respect 10 years ago. When you talk about Andre Ayew, we give him that fans. We give him that hype. And we are saying, we the same Ghanaians, we are saying that it's not picking up for you anymore. So we are saying that you.
But you know, in essence, you're actually saying that Andre Ayew has a curse following him. That's how come.
No,
since he became the Black Stars captain.
I'm saying that he's aging. Ghanaians, we are lacking in a flow of football, and we are saying that we've checked in that positions which we are lacking. We dropped out players like Daniel Amate, who was very good on the day, and brought in Alexander Djiku, the likes of Jeremy
Mohamed Salisu.
Exactly. Ghanaians are not complaining. We've let go of Baba Rahman. We are not complaining. Now, and we are saying that our next problem is we have a good a balance in the midfield in the shape of Thomas Partey. We have even lost Salis Mohamed
due to injury.
You understand?
Exactly.
So I'm saying that in the number 10 role, how do you play Kudus on the wings when he's excellent in the number 10 role? You understand? But when we bring
let me give you this instance. So let's say we have Captain Andre Ayew on the bench and we are playing Mohamed Kudus. Can we give him like 20 minutes for the Black Stars?
That's what I'm saying. Then comes in Enes Nyama, young players like Enes Nyama. Then comes in a player like Jordan Ayew who can
even Kofi Chia will come back.
You understand what I'm saying? We have young, vibrant, excellent players who can play in that position. You understand? And let me remind you that when it comes to the national team, this is not a team that we can do experiment with. You understand?
Okay.
So that is what we've been doing with the team that has ended up in this position. You understand? We have done experiments. That's what Nigeria did with their team. That's why they didn't qualify. You understand? So I'm saying that you don't do experiment with the team. You can't say. And let me remind you that it matters a lot as a coach and as a manager. You need to be able to manage your players and look at the caliber, the kind of player who Andre Ayew is. You can't bring him on the squad and let him bench him bring him for 10 minutes.
But you can pick a cue from what happened with Nigeria. Ahmed Musa is a serious rich man. I think he's even far richer than Andre Ayew. And Ahmed Musa plays for Nigeria even now. But when he plays, he's on the bench. So can we have one spot for 26 players? Can't we have one for Andre Ayew to be like the general captain for the Black Stars team? And then we have other 25 young players to play for the team.
That's what I'm saying. What again does he have to offer Ghanaians that we do not have in the players like Kudus? You understand? To make me seem like I hate the guy. I don't hate him. I'm one of the lovers of Dede Ayew.
Yes.
You understand?
I think I watched him.
You understand? So Dede Ayew, I have been a challenge fan of him. Exactly. You understand? Praising his name here and there. You understand? Exactly. But I'm saying currently, we've seen players like Stephen Appiah. We've seen players like
Muntari,
talk about Asamoah Gyan. They have left the team. You understand? Asamoah Gyan, Baby Jet. What did he do for Ghana? But at the point in time, we told him that, Massa, put the captain's armband down and leave. Now we are talking about Dede Ayew. Dede Ayew, it's okay. Talk to me now. When Dede Ayew is now in the Black Stars, is he now going to qualify us to the World Cup?
we have already qualified.
No, I'm saying when we bring in Dede Ayew and he puts on what is he going to change? We now have a new captain, Jordan Ayew. It's the same player, same family. Okay. So I mean, you should just agree. He's done for. Let him not spoil his name in the face of Ghanaians. You understand? So that people don't say that. You know, Ghanaians, we would like to say those things. It was time for Asamoah Gyan, he left the team. It was time for Stephen Appiah, he left the team. So, Andre Ayew, he shouldn't have got into this. Leave the team and let's go. Nobody. And so that when you leave a legacy on the Ghanaian soil.
I actually think he's waiting for Otto Addo to be sacked.
No, he wants to go to the World Cup. And I'm telling you, even if, I'm telling you, there's no coach that comes currently that will condone bringing back Dede Ayew. No. I'm telling you,
yes, sir.
Outright. There is no coach. But if Pep Guardiola comes to coach Ghana Blasters right now, do you think he will call Dede Ayew? No. Jose Mourinho? No. So I'm saying let's test the facts straight, outright. You understand? So Dede Ayew, he's done a lot for the Black Stars of Ghana, and we appreciate him for that. Talk about the World Cup in 2014 that he equalized for us against Germany. He's done a lot for.
I remember that game.
Let's let his name rest. Otto Addo says he's not coming. Let's appreciate his effort and let's respect what Otto Addo has for Ghanaians and let's give him that respect. So yes.
I think for us to put this in context, we have to understand that in recent times, Andre Ayew's captaincy has brought a lot of issues for Ghana. Even the last time that I can remember is Ghana versus Uruguay at the World Cup in Qatar, when a lot of Ghanaians were saying, look, we hate this Uruguay team, we hate this Uruguay, and we want to just have a taste of victory, a taste of revenge. We need to see something like revenge against this Uruguayans. And then
he goes to miss the penalty.
And for the penalty, I mean, you didn't have a hand in the penalty kick. You were not Like, you don't even have a hand in how the penalty kick was caused. And he came to stand behind and he spot everything.
Of course, captain for the side.
But
It was the captain for the side. Yeah.
Okay, so final decision on Andre Ayew before we go into the comment from his spokesperson.
That's what I'm saying.
Should he come or not? Final decision.
No, we don't want him. It's an outright no. That's what I'm saying. What does he have to offer Ghanaians now? Nothing.
Nothing.
Apart from the fact that Jama and Captain
clap for us.
No, we don't need anymore. We need a serious footballing team. We need to build a team like Senegal did, like Morocco is doing now. Become a top tier football team in the continent. That's what we need. So Andre Ayew, thank you for your service to Ghanaians. We appreciate you. Bye bye.
So before we go into the developing issues from Andre Ayew or the Ayew's family and their issues, I'd like to read to you what the spokesperson said about the ongoing drama, the ongoing controversy. So I read and he says, Coach Otto Addo's comments on Andre Ayew are shocking and disappointing. On numerous occasions, the same coach has said one of the key criteria for selection into the national team is active club participation. Ayew's legacy and commitment to the Black Stars are undeniable. His experience, leadership, and track record in major tournaments speaks volumes. Such remarks are not only disrespectful to Andre Ayew, but also undermine his sacrifices and the pride he has brought to Ghana football. He says, Coach Otto Addo's comments are unprofessional and unbecoming of someone in his position. And you have to really look at it. He says, it is baffling that a coach who failed to qualify Ghana for this year's AFCON would so casually dismiss the contributions of a player who has consistently delivered for his country and is playing week in and week out at his club. How can Ayew, Ghana's most capped player, a three-time World Cup veteran, and a proven leader be deemed unworthy even when playing at his club in the French league? This is from the spokesperson of the Ayew family. So if a spokesperson of the Ayew family comes to say this when his brother Jordan Ayew is the captain, what does this one sit for you? Is it right for the spokesperson Fifi Taki to come and talk about the coach in this manner?
That's why it's his spokesperson. You understand?
He's, for you to know, he's representing the family.
That's what I'm saying. So for somebody representing his family, they would like to speak in the interest of Dida Ayew. You understand? So I'm saying,
but you can speak in the interest of Dida Ayew without also talking about the coach, because you are now even attacking the coach.
That's what I'm saying. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. That I said earlier, because Dida Ayew has been in the Black Stars team for long, he has gained a sense of entitlement. You understand? That's what I'm saying. So playing in the team for long brings a sense of entitlement and all those things. So I'm saying that, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. You understand? It is time. They would have loved him for him to play the World Cup for the last time. And ended it. But that's what I'm saying.
He wants to be a four-time World Cup veteran.
It's not possible. You understand? You are not Cristiano Ronaldo. You are not Lionel Messi. You understand? It's okay. You play for Al-Sadd and Swansea and all those stuff. You've was your father played for Marseille and won.
I won the Champions League.
So I'm saying that it's up for. In my own personal view, Jordan Ayew is even a better player
than Andre Ayew. In terms of
in the sense of club football and the achievements he's gained in club football.
That's what
I'm saying. You understand? Jordan Ayew, from my point of view, has shown similar commitment to that of his brother. You understand?
He's been there every time.
Every time Ghanaians blasting him here and there, but that is what I'm saying. Ghanaians have respected the legacies of the Ayew brothers and the Ayew family. So I don't think the spokesperson coming for Otto Addo is a good sentiment on all those things. So you should just drop it. And that's what I'm saying. Ghanaians, it is not about Otto Addo alone. It's about Ghanaians. Ghanaians. What did Ghanaians say about this Otto Addo? Ghanaians are saying that we do not want Andre Ayew in the team anymore. And that's what Otto Addo has done. And so we are content with what they've done. So let the matter be there. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think in conclusion for this topic, I think that Andre Ayew must probably try to hang his boots, because he's done quite a lot for the Black Stars. He's done a lot. He should just move on.
Exactly. That's what I said. Yeah.
So let's go to the next talking point. And we have to, Ghana is going to play a four-nation tournament. Since you're talking about Ghana and everything that has to do with football in Ghana, Ghana is going to play a four-nation tournament. Have you heard about that four-nation tournament?
Of course, I've heard of it. We are playing with the likes of Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Nigeria.
Yeah. This is a tournament we should go in, and I mean, I think there's a trophy.
Yeah, it's a trophy.
So I mean, it's a fun. The top opponent in this is Nigeria, and I think.
Oh, but no, I think Jamaica can even cause problems.
Jamaica with who? Leon Bailey.
But no, before you go into this argument or this analysis, I want you to situate this in a simple basis. Do you know what? We'll be playing this Four Nation tournament after the season ends.
Okay.
And I don't think Otto will be calling the likes of Thomas Partey, the likes of Jordan Ayew, because they would have had a very tiring season. They can't come and play this Four Nation tournament. So, for what I know and from what I understand, I think that he will end up playing with the guys who haven't had chances for the Black Stars. That is, we talk about, like, let's say, Enes Nyamba. Enes Nyamba is even injured.
Okay.
We can talk about the likes of the young Benjamin Asare will be given chance to play, and these young boys coming up. So imagine if Ghana is playing with a weaker side. Okay, let's say a weaker side, Razak Simpson, and we are facing a full-fledged Jamaican side, full-fledged Trinidad and Tobago side in Nigeria. Can we beat Nigeria? Can we beat these guys?
I said earlier on, but me personally, I'm of a different view. I feel like Otto Addo should bring him on his best players. Understand? I mean, it's a time for him to test these young players who he has called and has not yet given them the opportunity for them to show how they can.
Like Ebenezer Annan.
You understand? Ebenezer, we've seen him a few times, but I think not as a startup. So I feel like it's the perfect opportunity when you play all of them. I think we are playing Jamaica first, so I don't know, but I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for you to try the likes of Ibrahim, the guy that plays for
Ibrahim Osman,
Feyenoord. Get these guys.
Give them a chance.
Give them. I
they have to justify their inclusion.
Yes,
the Black Stars.
The guy what's his name? The guy who plays for FC Austin. What is his name? Osman Bukari. Bring the guys back. If you're not going to let the likes of Inaki Williams and Antoine Semenyo play, bring these guys back. Let them see. And I would want for Benjamin Asare to be in the goalpost
for these games,
so that it makes Nigeria and makes Osimhen, Boniface, Umar Sadiq, and all these players. You understand? So that it really test them. Because last time we started, I told you, now I'm not of the people who support Benjamin Asare fully. We didn't meet a tougher opponent or tougher side. We met Chad and Madagascar. Let's meet Nigeria, a full-flagged Nigerian side with Ademola Lookman, with Alex Iwobi, who can create chances, who can, create pressure for the Black Stars team. You understand? Then we can boldly claim that Benjamin Asare is now our number one. Understand? So this is the perfect opportunity, and I'm of the view that if after a full tiring
I think
season,
we can even give, let's say, we can do a lineup where we have, let's say, Benjamin Asare, we have Razak Simpson.
Okay.
Start with Ebenezer Annan.
Okay. At the
then probably give bench Partey. This is not Partey's game. Partey is way ahead. Partey plays football ahead of these guys. So,
but when we meet Nigeria, we will need this players because you are saying no. But I'm telling you that if we meet Nigeria, we don't have our best players.
No, don't play your best player against Nigeria.
No.
Nigeria is not going to the World Cup.
That's what I'm saying. But this one match will not injure our players.
Okay.
It's a derby, a rivalry match.
Okay.
And against Nigeria, you will need your best players because immediately we lose. We can't give the excuse that you were playing Ebenezer Annan. You were playing bring your best players. You understand? So I think that because of Nigeria, I think Victor Osimhen will be even present in this team. I think the likes of Victor Boniface and Alex Iwobi, you understand, Wilfred Ndidi. This is the perfect opportunity for us to compare the likes of Thomas Partey, because these people, they have always been stressing the matter of Wilfred Ndidi and Thomas Partey. So this is the perfect opportunity.
And they have been saying Mohamed Kudus.
Exactly. So this is a perfect opportunity for us to see with Mohamed Kudus against Ademola Lookman, Inaki Williams, Antoine Semenyo against Victor Boniface, against Moses Simon, and all these players. You understand? So perfect opportunity. So
we have Nwabali in post for Nigeria too.
And we'll have Benjamin Asare in post for Ghana. You understand? So this is a rival.
Jump like a cat.
Exactly. You understand? So I'm saying that we need these players. So even if I don't think we are going to meet Nigeria in our first
game.
But
we end up facing Nigeria.
But we
have to play our best side.
Understand? So I think this is a match that we need to. One match will not injure Thomas Partey. Will not injure
Antoine
Semenyo and all these players. So let's give them the call up. Let's test this place and let's go forward and win these matches. Yes.
So do you think Ghana can win the trophy?
Oh, easy. Hey, easy. With the kind of form that our players have gotten. We scored 5. We scored man. And in my books, Jamaica is the same like as Chad. Madagascar is the same as
Jamaica will have
Leon Bailey. Michael Antonio, Mason Greenwood or what? No. That's why it's not a team. You understand? You can have the best of players. Look at the Portugal team. They had Bruno Fernandes, they had Bernardo Silva, they had
but they couldn't progress.
So you need a team. And Otto had
you know what?
We have a team now.
also beat Switzerland when you're going to the World Cup. So I mean, Switzerland better than
so that's what I'm saying. You understand? We went toe to toe with South Korea. We are now building a team. The team is now in a good shape. And so I feel like going into this tournament, we can pick up a win and move on for years.
Okay, so we need to talk about the next topic now. So we'll talk about Antoine Semenyo. Antoine Semenyo is Ghana's best player in the Premier League now, and he's been nothing short of extraordinary. If you watch Andoni Iraola's side and what they are doing now in the English Premier League, my guy, you ask yourself, wow, this is Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth beat Man United this season, beat Man City, gave Liverpool a hard time, and they are doing amazing. And in the heart of that Bournemouth side, it's a Ghanaian player called Antoine Semenyo. What a player. Very strong on the ball, able to take on players, able to dribble, and also has the assist in his game. And you know what? If you read the English media, English news, what's happening in the English media, there's a big news going on that Antoine Semenyo is going to be sold for £75 million sterling to a club like Tottenham Hotspur. Should he go to Tottenham Hotspur?
Of course. Why not? Antoine Semenyo, for me, has had a brilliant career so far, so good. Moving from Bristol City, moving into the Premier League, playing for Bournemouth, and has shown how good the guy is. And I mean, mid-season, we heard how the teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, and all these bigger clubs have come from him, and he has shown it. I think he has been at Bournemouth for 2 seasons. Exactly.
From Bristol City to Bournemouth.
And clearly,
he could probably join Arsenal.
I mean, this season he has been the best player
for Ghana. Even the best Ghanaian player.
No. Apart from best Ghanaian for Bournemouth, he can win Player of the Season for Bournemouth. Of course, no. The players will be competing with him. The players will be Justin Kluivert. He has had a good season. He has a good. But as you said, at the heart of the club,
of the team, Antoine Semenyo, very strong.
Plays 90 minutes.
I remember how he tormented Itanaki in the game between.
That's what I'm saying. And so this guy has had a good season. Let's give him.
But is it the work of a coach? Do you think that probably because Andoni Iraola is overworking, and so because Andoni Iraola is overworking, they are able to get the best out of their play? Because Bournemouth as a team is probably been fighting for Europe.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That. It's good that you give the shout out to Mina Rolola and
Andoni
Iraola. You understand? But let's give shout outs to Antoine Semenyo. He's been good. Excellent. You understand? So a coach can give tactics, instructions to a player, but it's up to the player to implement. These are some qualities of a good player. That they give him instructions to execute it on the field of play. You understand? That is why Ten Hag and all these players had issues with some of the Man United players. But this guy has proven to be an extraordinary player, using his left foot, right foot, very strong on the left side, very strong on the right side, scoring goals, perfect. And so if clubs like Tottenham, clubs like Arsenal are coming in for him, it shows how perfect this player is and how good he is on the field of play. So for me, if Tottenham can pay the price for him, he should move on. I think in this particular season,
it will be a similar thing, because you see, I think Bournemouth had this particular number 9 who moved from Bournemouth. Solanke, yes. Solanke moved from Bournemouth to Spurs, and it's not gone to life. It's not done what we expect of him. Don't you think it will be a similar thing, because Spurs are struggling?
That's what I'm saying. But going on next season, I feel like Tottenham are going to get their group on next season. They are going to bring in some quality players. I think Postecoglou is not going to leave the team. They are going to build a solid team. And so moving into Tottenham, I don't think Bournemouth has the quality, because mind you, next season Bournemouth are going to lose a ton of players. Dean Harrison, they are going to lose players. And don't forget, Kepa Arrizabalaga is on the news that Real Madrid wants him. So I mean, they are going to lose some players. And
Houston.
I mean, that is why some of these things they do not progress as the years goes on. You understand? So I'm saying that if Tottenham is coming for him, who knows? Next season, I don't know what the club has in stock, but these are bigger clubs. We saw how Chelsea were struggling in the past years, but now they are in the top, fighting for the top 4 race. So what shows that Tottenham cannot be in the top 4 race next season? You understand? So pump in some money, bring out some good players, bring in some good players, build a solid team. And I think with an addition of Antoine Semenyo, because Postecoglou and his side, they play good football, but when they go in the attacking side, they lack players who can score goals. And don't forget that players like Brennan Johnson were missing with injury, and Dominic Solanke, as he said, lost injury problems and all those things. And Odobert, they have had some problems in their attacking options and attacking transitions. So if in addition to their attacking transitions with Antoine Semenyo and all those things, I think it's a good addition for me, and it's a good addition for a Ghanaian player to play for Tottenham. Yes.
But looking at Antoine Semenyo, do you think he's worth £75 million sterling?
More than 75.
£75 million sterling.
Exactly.
Will Barcelona pay £75 million sterling for Semenyo?
If they don't want him, another team will buy him for them. Because if you are selling, no, forget. If they bought Anthony, United bought Anthony from Ajax at 100 million. They bought Grealish at Aston Villa. Tell me what Grealish had, accomplished that was extraordinary than what Antoine Semenyo is doing at Bournemouth. You understand? So £75 million. Going cashing out for him. You understand? He's doing exceptionally good, like how Alexander Isak is doing with the Newcastle team. You understand? So, at a bigger club, we get to see his progress more. We get to see what he can do. That's what I'm saying. We get to see and at a bigger stage like the English Premier League, he's shown it. He's played excellently against sides like Liverpool, like as you said, City against Nathan Ake, one of the best defenders in the Premier League by far. So I'm saying that he has shown it.
He has pace.
Exactly.
Oh, he's
he's very strong for the Premier League.
I think Arsenal should get him. What do you think? Okay, Arsenal. No, but if you have Semenyo and you have Martinelli, who you go for?
Semenyo and Martinelli. I'll go for Semenyo.
So,
Martinelli. But I'm saying we are talking about Tottenham. But if we will pay 75 million for him, why not? So go for him. I feel like Arsenal should be even cashing out for him. Now, before the season ends, they should go for him, because a player who can play in the number 9 role, can play in the number 11 role, the number 7 role, go for him.
And he just doesn't play the number. He was playing with numbers. He will help the opponent. He will cause problems.
Exactly. You understand?
It's a very good player.
He's a proven player. So go for him.
And you know what? When he was at Bristol City, I used to watch him. What people don't know about him is that he can play as a number 9 and also as a number 10. So that is a 4-4-2 system. He can also play as a second striker.
Exactly.
So just like what we saw of Omar Mahmoud.
Exactly.
An excellent player. Do you think that when Ghana goes to the World Cup, he will play for Ghana?
Why not?
Like start for Ghana?
Why not?
Nobody will compete against him.
Nobody. His spot in the team is granted. You understand? Among the top 3, no matter the formation we play in the Black Stars in the World Cup camp, we'll be a starter unless injury sets in.
Even as much as he is that good, he has never been able to replicate that form from England to the Black Stars. What's the problem?
No, Ghana, we have our own problems.
Okay.
Ghana, don't let us go there. Ghana, we have our own problems. You understand? Even if you bring in Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe to the Black Stars team currently, we will still continue having our problems. So our problems are far from players. It was a matter of our team bonding and toxicity in the Black Star squad and all those things, and coaching issues. And we are trying to get back to our rhythm. And so it's a matter of rhythm and all that, and go back to Bournemouth and score goals. Go into that conversation and just move into the Antoine Semenyo conversation into Tottenham. Yes.
So we are still on Hail TV, and it's really an exciting football conversation. If you are watching us on TV, you can go on Facebook, and then when you go to Facebook, you go to Prophet Nigel Gazy on Facebook, and you join us there. Send in your comments. Let me know what you think about Antoine Semenyo, the Black Stars, and everything. And so now we're going to talk about the little Black Star making waves as Benjamin Asare, Ghana's new number 1. Peter said, "Oh, hear me, I'm to Benjamin Asare to Solomon. Benjamin Asare." You know what? This guy is 32 years and has struggled and struggled and struggled. And Utado comes in and says, "This is Ghana's number 1." And you know what? We have struggled for a number 1 for how many years? Because I think since Oche Kingston left the Black Stars, we haven't had a serious number 1. we had Wolocott, we have Adam Korasi, we've had all these young guys, but now the player that plays for Accra Hearts of Oak is now Ghana's number 1. And now when he went to the Black Stars camp, I think he made a lot of money from the 2 games. The news coming in is that he's given 170,000 cedis from what he earned to the whole Accra Hearts of Oak team to share. How do you see Benjamin Asare for the Black Stars before we go into the details?
Brilliant effort from him. As I said, the story about Benjamin Asare is an exciting one and an inspiring one also. That it doesn't matter how long you have been as an individual, proceeding, progressing upon your dream and visions, you can still accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. And his story is very inspiring and exciting. You understand? So kudos to Benjamin Asare. And who knew that a player from Olympics who was going to relegation came back to Hearts of Oak, will gain the number 1 spot. And that is why this guy, when you look at his face is full of gratitude.
No, before you talk about his face, looking at him, what's his real age?
Oh, he says he's 33. He's 33. I'm not the one who gave birth to him, so I can't tell you about his age. But I mean, looking at his face, you saw after our matches against Chad and Madagascar, his face is full of gratitude. Wherever you see him, he's full
so
of
humble.
Exactly,
so
you understand. This is what we want to see from our players when they get the opportunity to play for the Black Stars of Ghana, and it's exciting to, as he said earlier on, that he shared his per diem with his players, gave
his
some
bonuses
to
the whole team.
Even the women's team.
So kind of Ghana at best at 1.7 billion.
Yes.
About 2 matches per Black Stars.
Yes, exciting. That's what we want for our local players. Understand? Perform, go into the team, so that our league is not that much exciting to talk about it. It's not advertising, and it's not. We don't have to go into the details of our league now. But kudos to Benjamin Asare. The subject it's about Benjamin Asare. Kudos from him. He has shown gratitude to his players for the support that they gave him and all that they have done for him, and how they have pushed him. It was good on the day, and so kudos to him, and brilliant for him, Benjamin Asare. The more we talk about him, the sorrowful I get. So let's get into the match.
I think many people are emotional about this because if you check his story, how he struggled. I've watched a lot of his videos. He probably can't even speak English. He speaks Ga and Twi. And from such a humble beginning, struggled to make to the top. At a point, he was even a striker. And the coaches I think, maybe growing up says, let me make you a goalkeeper. And look at what he's doing for himself. So, do you think Ghana will qualify to the World Cup and end up making him number 1 at the World Cup? Just imagine a World Cup where we have Cristiano Ronaldo in our group. We have Luka Modric. We have Kylian Mbappe. Can Benjamin Asare face a player like Luka Modric, Kylian Mbappe?
That's what I'm saying.
Phil Foden.
That's what I'm saying. We've not yet tested.
Can he?
As I sit here, I can't tell. When you look at the shape of our league, these are not top players. These are good. We have exceptionally good talent in the league, but not exceptional players in terms of professionalism. When you talk about players about Cristiano Ronaldo, Mbappe, and all those things, that's why I'm saying that Stanley Nwabali is at Chippers United in South Africa. When he was given opportunity, this guy
at the AFCON,
he came in and proved that he was a good shot stopper, a good goalkeeper. That's what I'm saying. I would like for Benjamin Asare. Ghanaians, we've been lacking a good goalkeeper for God knows, ageless aeons. You understand? So I'm saying that we need if it's an exciting story for the younger ones who are coming in as football players, to see Benjamin Asare in our goalpost, as you said, facing the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, and I would be happy for him.
And can he do it? Do you know why I'm asking you this question? In 2014, we had Fatah Odada as Black Stars goalkeeper number 1. For me, I thought Adam Lassine Kwasi should have been the goalkeeper for the Black Stars in that particular tournament. We know what happened with the first Ghana vs United States, where Adam Lassine Kwasi was dropped. But when Ghana faced Portugal in that crucial game, we just needed 3 points to qualify, and we brought in Fatah Odada. At the time, I think he had probably moved from Ghana to maybe South Africa. He made a save against Cristiano Ronaldo, and he was screaming. It was like, wow. Yeah. That is Fatah Odada, who was playing in South Africa at the time. So imagine if Benjamin Asare, Ronaldo,
That's what I'm saying. It's about, that's why, maintain your composure. This guy has experience. 33 years of age.
Like football age.
No. 33 years. Whatever. This even shows you that if his football age is 33 years, it means that he has more experience than we even think. You understand? So for me, I personally wish him good. I would want him to face tough opponents and stay fit, so that he can also have. I think this, if we are able to qualify for the World Cup, this will only be his perfect opportunity. And I think it will be.
I think it's a blessing for him.
Yes, it will be a fulfillment of his ageless dream that he has been having. He didn't have the opportunity to play for the English Premier teams. He didn't have the opportunity to play for the Spanish Premier teams, but he will have the opportunity to play for the Black Stars at the World Cup. And this is an opportunity he should not throw away. And so currently, as he stands, he has the Stars backing him. When I see he has the Stars backing him, as we stand, everybody is cheering up for him that he's number one. You understand? Because we have the local powers backing him. You understand?
Talking about local powers, you know what? I would advise him to come and see Prophet Nigel, because Prophet Nigel will pray for him and then he will secure his position at the Black Stars. He has to come in. Because you see, there's a video of him sitting in a Trotsky.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? If he goes to the World Cup, that will change his life forever, because the kind of money they make at the World Cup.
Exactly.
But you might say, oh, hear me, I'm so Brad Omeha, Brad Prophet Nigel, so now Brad Nimbum Payama, now Black Stars number 1. He was
a good showstopper. Who talk about commanding the backline and all those things? So
they're just not good enough.
Ghanaians, we like these things. It is too early to judge that Benjamin Sari is good than Laurent Atisigi. Okay. Look at the number of games and the number of countries Atisigi has played against. He has played against Portugal, played against South Korea, a top tier South Korean team.
South Korea game in there. Second goal on Second goal now.
No goalkeeper would have been able to say that. A header that came, they should have stopped Salisu and all that. Should have stopped the cross. The header.
Heading ball, not goalkeeper.
It came to the header that was coming. It just you understand? The fire that was coming from that. Even Oliver Kahn cannot. That was he pushed him inside the net. You understand? So I'm saying that the Benjamin Sari conversation, it's because Lawrence Atisigi has been bad.
He hasn't been good for the Black Stars.
You understand?
Exactly.
And so he was all that we had. Ghanaians were praising Lawrence Atisigi. Don't forget, at the point in time.
World Cup.
But you flickest. You understand?
On your consistent.
He goes very good. The word is consistent. You understand?
There are times when he gives very good performances.
Exactly.
And there are times when you ask yourself, is this Ghana number one?
Exactly.
So
as Ghanaians, we have had a history of good goalkeepers. Talk about Sami Ajayi. At a point in time, Ghana will go and play a game, and we have Stephen Aholi on the bench. We have George Owo on the bench. And we have Sami Ajayi. So Ghana, that's why we are only calling for a good goalkeeper.
In 2008, when Ghana hosted the AFCON, we had Richard Kenson. We had Philemon Makati. We had Sami Ajayi.
Exactly.
Even Fatah Dauda at the time was not even called to play for the Black Stars at the AFCON. You get it? So you ask yourself, why can't we just get a good number one to be our goalkeeper? Who is supposed to do that job? And now I think that it is very good that we found Benjamin Asare now, and Benjamin Asare is doing amazing for himself. Let me ask you this one. Should we change his jersey and give him the number one and say, like, Sisi just number one amount?
No, it is too early to say. Okay. Why?
So the foundation tournament will conclude for us.
Yes. Let's give him the opportunity to play against. I mean, for me, I would have wished that the foundation tournament that we're going to play was against a top team like, let's see, in Europe, against, let's take Hungary, maybe Norway, talk about Austria or Denmark. Denmark has, no. That's what I'm saying.
Talk about Croatia.
No, if you really want to test the strength of your players.
Not Jamaica.
So talk about. That's why I didn't even say Portugal. I talked about a mid-tier team. Denmark. Talk about Denmark.
Scotland.
So you come to America. You take maybe Colombia. Maybe Chile. No, Chile are even having a bad spell.
I think we don't have
USA. Let's bring USA. So Denmark, USA. You take. You come to Asia. You take Iran. You take Saudi Arabia. play against these teams. Then you can boldly say Benjamin Asare is a good against these top players, Damsgaard. Then you can say that kudos to Benjamin Asare.
And I think if he performs for the Black Stars in such friendlies, then it tells that he's just that good enough.
Exactly.
He'll probably end a move away from Asofok.
I want him to. You understand? Get him. He's 33 years.
32.
32. Okay,
football years.
He has about 3 or 4 years ahead of him.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wish he would go to Europe, get a side that is not even. Let him sign for a contract that pays him maybe $6,000, $7,000 a month. Guy, put the guy on. You understand? He's been struggling. How much did they pay him? House of Folk. You understand? The guy has been struggling. So this is a blessing.
I think the player who earns a lot of money earns like 8,000 cedis a month.
What I see.
And so, then a Ghanaian player called Richmond Lamptey plays in the Tanzanian league and he earns $150,000 a month.
Oh my God. $150,000.
Richmond Lamptey, you remember him?
Of course.
Yes, he's the highest paid player in the Tanzanian league. So Accra Hearts of Oak's goalkeeper can move from Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana, and go and play in Tanzania.
It's up to the football people to fix our local league. I mean, we have been struggling with all these goalkeeping issues because we have not fixed our local leagues and our grassroots football. But it starts from there. It begins from there. Our senior secondary schools, the team, that is where these players, Michael Essien and all this is where these guys came out from. So build these people. Ghanaians, we have a lot of talent. Simon Adingra of Brighton.
He's come to Ghana.
You understand? So Ghanaians, we have these players. For me personally, I would have been playing for Barcelona if not for 1 or 2 issues. Okay. I would have been the one wearing an jersey, play instead of Pedri. But except for some issue. So let's build our footballing team, our footballing structures. The under 15, the under 17, under 20s. Let's build this team.
I think that the president the president of Ghana can probably work with the likes of Stephen Appiah, Michael Essien, John Paint. So we get to implement that same structure. Because you see, from when Ghana started coming up in football again, from the year 2000 coming, we got the likes of Michael Essien, we got Sule Muntari, we got Derek Boateng. Do you remember Derek Boateng?
Oh, my
we got Derek
player.
Boateng. We had Abdul Razak. We had a lot of players. We had Razak Pimpong, Asamoah, and all these players were gotten from the local level. I remember that Michael Essien used to play for. Michael Essien used to go to school at St. Augustine's College together with Derek Boateng. That's how he was scouted. John Mensah and all the likes used to play for the senior high school level. So it can't be a country like Ghana where we will lack goalkeepers.
Never.
There should be a 19-year-old goalkeeper who is as good as Benjamin Asare.
Exactly.
Because I don't think
Benjamin Asare in Europe all the time.
Yes, I don't think Benjamin Asare can play for about 5 years or 6 years.
5 years.
For
3
Ghana.
years is too much.
No, yeah, because
no.
So we
At
have to start
level.
hunting the talent now.
Exactly.
Go back to senior high school. Go to Kufodia Sector. Go to Boka State College. Go to Ukapemai.
Exactly.
And these are big senior high schools that have big football pitches. The talent is there. Expose them, and then I think Ghana will have good players. Even it will affect the quality of our league.
Exactly.
You get it? I think it's a big problem for Ghana now. So let's talking about the talent. Let's go back to what the recent news that Ghana under 15 are playing a tournament and they did very well. They win the Mondialito tournament. How do you see the tournament? Were you able to follow them?
You see, Ghanaians, we don't have a way of even marketing our footballing properly. How many of Ghanaians know that there was even an under 15 tournament? You understand?
This is my first time hearing that Ghana has an under 15 team.
You understand? So I didn't follow it perfectly. But the point is, if they want, let the football people, let the football guys, Ketokureku and the footballing guys. These are under 15. These are the boys who are
catch them young.
They have the talent. You understand? I heard about the fact that Desmond Ofer has been. He had in an interview. He was praising Ghanaians for the fact that we have so much talent.
Oh no, we are better than every team.
Than Europeans, than everything. But because they have a solid structure in building these players, in transiting them from the youth up to the top. So you can see players like 18 years, 17 years. Look at Lamine Yamal. He's just 17 years old, and he's playing top-tier football. We have better players. You understand? So let's build the structures and let's take them on from there, and we can have a solid team. It's not now. It's a project we should embark on. Understand? A big project we should embark. So kudos to the under 15 side, and I think it's if the footballing guys will look over to that side and invest over there.
For me, I really don't want to even talk about Keto Kriku in the first place, because you see, he's just one single man. And if the team Ghana is going to play a tournament and we fail, it's a big disgrace to the country Ghana. So why can't we, as a collective unit, pick a plan and say, this is Ghana's plan. We want to win this tournament. We want to probably, let's say, the next 15 years, this is our plan to win a tournament. Look, we can't be spending this amount of money. We spent probably over $40 million since the year 2000, and we haven't won any trophy. Ghana won't say Ghana to Cabra.
Never.
Ghana won't say Ghana to Cabra.
Debbie. I've never seen
that. You get it? So, and if let me give an example, even a team like Germany, in 2006, Germany hosted the World Cup. Germany 2006, and they weren't able to win it. They had Jürgen Klinsmann as their coach. They were unable to win that tournament. And what happened was, after not winning, they made a plan that we are going to win a World Cup. They made a conscious effort that Germany has to win the World Cup again. And I think the last time they won it was 1980 or so. And after hosting it and not winning it, like we hosted the AFCON in 2008 and didn't win it, we should have had a plan. And you know what? That's how they got the likes of Bastian Schweinsteiger. If anybody who watch football knows this players, Toni Kroos, they got the likes of Thomas Müller. And look at how they were able to build a strong side. And you know what? In 2008, they went to the Euros and they were semi-finalists. 2010, they had Mesut Ozil, Philippe Kakao, and they went to the World Cup. Still, they were semi-finalists. The same project. And in 2014, eventually, they won it. So I think that Ghana as a country should stop shifting the blame on Keto Kriku and those guys. Those guys are just single people. And where people spending their money, Ocho Busumia Kitia, who tax a film. And just say, as a mindset, then you have found. Send your talent, adults with busu. Hey, Mr. Paku Fadama. Open your first 11 between Jamaica, Abuashom. Beboa.
Now you they talk, I know what them.
No, yeah, that's the truth.
But the point is, I agree with you on that. But the point is, these are the president. We have put them in charge of our football.
Exactly.
You understand? So it all comes back to them.
The country, you know what I'm saying, that in 2014, when Ghana wasn't able to, Ghana disgraced ourselves with this World Cup issue. You remember 2014 when the players were asking for $3 million? The country sat down and said, we have a plan for our national team. And when this MP government came on, they didn't continue the plan. So I believe that President John Mahama that has come back should sit down and say, this is the plan. Let's follow. Let's go back here. I mean, 2007, Ghana played under 17. What kind of players need be?
Of course.
Ransford say
yes. Bright Oh, Sadiq Adams.
Jonathan Mensah, Sadiq
Adams. Yes.
Sadiq now they got J 2009 under 20 no. Is he a under 17 player but more blaster but I could deny him twice on the video.
No.
We are say what mean Ghana under 17 player? Who Ghana football anyway.
Currently
under 17 player. Not even one. Under 20 back.
Because they've made the team of
so the truth is we have to sit down and structure these things again. You get it? I just saw sharing what Hill TV we've been talking about the Black Stars and putting stuff together and making sure we can have a good discussion on how we can progress Ghana football. You know what? AFCON 2025, Ghana will not be there. This is a perfect time for us to build our team. Whether we will go for local talents, go for foreign talent, go for whatever. Ghana needs to go back to the AFCON again and win it in 2027. Now let's move on to foreign sports. We haven't spoken about foreign sports today. We're talking about foreign sports, and the latest news that we have to talk about is Kevin De Bruyne. I'm sure you know, Kevin De Bruyne is Manchester City's best player. He's been the best player for Manchester City for the last 10 years. And Peter, so when the words, no, so that people who are watching will read us. Kevin De Bruyne is leaving Manchester City. This is one of the worst news that I can ever hear in my life. I mean, for a man who watched Manchester City from infancy, this has been our best player. Before we talk about Kevin De Bruyne and Kevin De Bruyne Yaya Toure.
Oh, for impact wise, preferably me, I like Yaya Toure because of the fact that the guy played at Barcelona, a good player.
Yaya Toure, Kevin De Bruyne.
Exactly, for me.
Then Yaya Toure wa Kevin De Bruyne.
Then Kevin De Bruyne wa Yaya Toure.
Kevin De Bruyne could assistant Yaya Toure.
So I mean, let's. I don't want to go into. We are celebrating Kevin De Bruyne and congratulating him on the effort he has put in place for and what he has done for the Manchester City side. But let's not forget, before Kevin De Bruyne came to the Manchester City team, it was Yaya Toure. Who set the ball rolling before he came in. You understand? So I'm saying that kudos to Kevin De Bruyne, but I will choose Yaya Toure. But going to the Kevin De Bruyne news.
No, let me relax. Before we go into the details, Yaya Toure over Kevin De Bruyne and Adebayo. It's only one.
What is it?
Versatility.
No. Everyone.
Timibo DM.
No.
Timibo AM.
No, that's what you asked me my opinion about it. I'm telling you that I prefer him. But I'm saying that when it comes to better footballing player, I'll choose Yaya Toure. In terms of physicality, in terms of versatility, in terms of impact in a game, I'll choose Yaya Toure. Don't forget that Yaya Toure before Kevin De Bruyne broke out as.
Listen, you have to analyze the thing. When it's Saudi, before Ronaldo break into Messi crown ball border.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm saying that player-wise, full player-wise, I'll take Yaya Toure in the sense that this guy is a good player, versatility, centre back. When you need him, in his impact in a particular game, he can play in every field of the midfield you put him, DM, CM, and even AM. You understand? Free kick, scoring free kick. Look at his goals catalogue. You understand? He didn't stay in the Manchester City team for long. You understand? So I'm saying that
he stayed in the Manchester City team for long.
How many years? 10 years.
Almost 10 years. Because Oberkai said
was his impact felt?
Yes. But like Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh no. Let's not compare these two. These are two different players. But you asked me my opinion on which one I like. And I'm saying I like Yaya Toure more better because of versatility. You understand?
Yes. But who
a good player is?
Now see how the Kevin De Bruyne Yaya Toure.
I'll take Yaya Toure.
Hey.
Yeah. Is Kevin De Bruyne a good passer of the ball than Yaya Toure? No.
Hey. Social media no so it will be a friend Nyankopon kwan no kwafo.
Nyankopon kwan
no kwafo. Ya kan hwe me oti use am so me hu. E de Kevin De Bruyne si ho. Na e de Yaya Toure si ho as a player. Why na more more so? Na hwe skin no. Why na ya de? Mami hu de wadwen che wo sa de we so. But talking about Kevin De Bruyne, he's saying he's leaving Manchester City after 10 years. How do you see his career at Manchester City?
Top guy. I mean, I'm not a fan of Manchester City, but I've been following the guy for God knows how long. You understand? From Chelsea, from days of Chelsea, back then to Wolfsburg, back to the Premier League in Manchester City. I mean, the guy has been superb. I don't know why he didn't get a Ballon d'Or to his name, but the guy for Manchester City to win their first UEFA Champions League, it was on the shoulders of players like Kevin De Bruyne. His impact has been felt, and we heard from Bruno Fernandes last night.
Even last night,
as he said that it's because of him that Manchester United have been struggling because the guy's impact in a particular game is too good. And I mean, when you go online, you see the messages from players, his colleague players, not the players who played for me, players who didn't play against him. I mean, which team wouldn't Kevin De Bruyne play for? You understand? Good player, and it's very sad that these players are phasing out of football.
Yes.
And I wish this guy has like 5 years more to play in top.
This is a good player.
I mean, he's been facing injuries, and you could hear from the tone of Pep Guardiola when he heard. I mean, I think they have gone back and forth with this issue, but I think that injury issues is setting too. When he's on the field currently, I mean, you watch the Manchester derby.
He wasn't able to play.
I mean, you see, is this Kevin De Bruyne for you? The guy just switches game in 5 minutes. I mean, you can have a tense game and within 50 seconds, 10 seconds, it just changes everything. The guy is a very good technician, a good player of the ball, and I mean, I'm very sad he's moving from Europe. I wish that he could move to Barcelona. He could come to Barcelona. I mean, Spanish team, Spanish side, and play. I mean, for one season. So if Gundogan came to Barcelona, if we could have him for one season at Barcelona to help the guys like Fermin Lopez, Pedri, and Gavi in terms of shooting, in terms of he has a lot of knowledge. I mean, football is going to miss him. Football is going to miss him. Yes.
So, let's read what he said when he announced that he was leaving Manchester City. So he says, "Dear Manchester, seeing this, you probably realize where this is heading. So I'll get straight to it and let you all know that these will be my final months as a Manchester City player. Nothing about this is easy to write, but as football players, we all know that this day eventually comes. That day is here, and you deserve to hear it from me first. Football led me to all of you and to this city. Chasing my dream, not knowing this period would change my life. This city, this club, these people gave me everything. I had no choice but to give everything back. And guess what? We won everything. Whether we like it or not, it's time to say goodbye. Sue Rome, Mason, Michel, and I are beyond grateful for what this place has meant to our family. Manchester will forever be on our kids' passports, and more importantly, in each of our hearts. This will always be our home. We cannot thank the city, the club, the staff, the teammates, the friends, and family enough for this 10-year ride. Every story comes to an end, but this find the era for the Premier League." For me, I think I was fortunate to watch a whole of Gerrard. I watched Paul Scholes. I watched, don't mention them, Lampard. But guys, Yebeka Nokra, Kevin De Bruyne is the best among the midfielders. Maybe the only player that comes close to him in terms of achievements will be Scholes, because Scholes over reliance on the people who are
players
play for a long time.
It's good to have, as you said, reliance on players who you've worked with over the years. The best players like Kevin De Bruyne. I think last season was the same. They were thinking about letting Kevin De Bruyne go, and we heard about him moving to Saudi Arabia and all those things. And I mean, I think this is the time for him to move, because the kind of position he plays in the Manchester City team that Pep Guardiola built, he has there's now players who work in the half spaces.
The half spaces.
You understand? And you need to have very good technicians in those places. You understand? That is why when I heard Morgan Rogers is coming to Manchester, I was very happy.
Morgan Rogers.
I don't think. I mean, I don't think he will be the perfect replacement for Kevin De Bruyne. But as time goes on, he can adapt to him, because he's a very good player in terms of finding the players and in their half spaces. So I mean, I think if City wants to do anything in the next season, they need to let go some of these players. Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Kyle Walker, Kovacic, and all these players, so that they can bring in fresh blood. You understand?
Yeah, exactly.
Good young players. And as I said, this is what Real Madrid they did in some time past, and they continually win trophies upon trophies. You need, at a point in time, you need to let some players go and let some young players.
The young ones
exactly, understand?
I think I say here the day I used to.
You understand my point?
Exactly.
So I'm saying that it's very bad, but I think it was a tough decision for them to make.
Yes.
They would have wished that
Kevin De Bruyne. There's no player like Kevin De Bruyne on the market now. No player.
I mean, and the type of player he is, no player. I've not seen a player like him. Talk about as you said, Toni Kroos, Scholes, Frank Lampard. It's a different player altogether. The guy is very good, and it's not today that I'm coming to talk about his qualities and everything. Exactly. He's a different player, and I don't think we're going to have any player like Kevin De Bruyne again. And so I think it was bound to happen, and this is the performance.
Nothing short of extraordinary. What a player he is! Amazing player by all standards, defining games, causing movements, causing problems to opposition, scoring headers, scoring free kicks, scoring from every kind of goal, and that is Kevin De Bruyne. And let me ask you this final question on Kevin De Bruyne: which player can replace him now in Manchester City now?
That's what I said.
One player.
Morgan Rogers.
Morgan Rogers and then Florian Wirtz.
No. Morgan Rogers for me because of adaptability issues. Okay. Morgan Rogers, for the past time, has shown how impressive he can be on the ball. The guy can play on the wings. He can also play in the number 10 role. As I said, I was very glad. I was talking to somebody, I think last week, and I was telling the person that if Kevin De Bruyne happens to leave Manchester City, for me, but Florian Wirtz also can. Before the Kevin De Bruyne issue popped up, I think Florian Wirtz was always going to come in.
So the recent news coming out from Manchester City camp is that Guardiola, Hugo Viana, Chiki Bergstein has said that let's go for Florian Wirtz. And then there's Morgan Rogers talk to. Morgan Rogers is a former City player.
Just bring him on.
And then there's also talk of Morgan Gibbs-White to play for Manchester City. Who do you think is the best? Final thoughts on that?
I'm picking Morgan Rogers. Best option for him. The guy is strong and physical. The English Premier League requires
that physicality.
Strength, physicality.
I remember how you bullied your favorite player, Thomas Partey.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you need, and Morgan Rogers has proven to be very strong. Talk about Florian Wirtz. Look at his weight and all those things. He's not that strong. You understand? And it will take time for him to adapt. Look at players like Christopher Nkunku, Kai Havertz. These guys moved from the German Bundesliga and slotted into the Premier League. Talk to me about their history. You understand? They've had some bad spells, and I'm very sad about Christopher Nkunku. You understand? So for me, I would like Morgan Rogers to be the replacement for him. Yes.
Okay. So you know what? We are gradually coming to the end of the show, but we cannot get to the end of the show without talking about Premier League and then Spanish League. We'll just do some touch on because there are lots of games to come in the next season. But you know what? Next week on Game On 360, we'll be talking about a lot of issues, and I want you watching me at home to be involved in this show. So we'll be giving you our WhatsApp lines, our call lines, so that you phone in and share your thoughts. God, I didn't people to say, "Oh, catch him and say, you have to be both saying, Kevin De Bruyne say, no, what you think about it and what you share and your opinions on this." So Ben, let's talk about this. Liverpool lost their unbeaten streak this weekend in the Premier League. How do you see Liverpool? Can they continue? Can they win the league?
It was bound to happen.
Okay.
I am very happy you are choosing this topic. It was bound to happen. You understand? Because when I hear Liverpool fans exaggerating on the fact that they are going to have a perfect season, it doesn't happen in the Premier League. The only coach that carries that ability to have a perfect season is Pep Guardiola. And this was the first season for Arne Slot and the Liverpool side. They've been impressive. Don't get me wrong. Very, very impressive on the side that this guy came in, picked up traces from Jurgen Klopp. These are not the players he opted for, but he has had an impressive season. But I would not agree with the Liverpool fans who thought that Arne Slot will have a perfect 100 over 100.
But I think we have to put it in a context. He's done well, but he's faced oppositions that are not really very good this season.
No, that's what I'm saying. You see, but don't also forget that he came into the Premier League. This is the first season a coach came for Eredivisie and slotted into the Premier League. And don't forget, starting from the season, there were a lot of people who were complaining about the fact that he was not even going to qualify for the Champions League. Don't forget, we talk about Arsenal. This is Arteta. Talk about Pep Guardiola. These are top coaches. He came to meet Enzo Maresca, but he has not seized the opportunity to take up. And nobody, and I repeat, nobody thought that Arne Slot would be on the first.
Yes.
He's
done well.
So I'm saying that.
But can you also appreciate the fact that you also face teams that are struggling in the season? Man City has injury problems.
No. Let's not talk about that.
Arsenal has
he has taken the opportunity. The same way you are talking about this matter is because he has been good. He has been. Let's appreciate
that fact. He's been good, but it's also because the team.
No. Let's not talk about that. We could also equally say,
can he win the next season one?
We talk about the fact that Arne Slot also had in this same quality, in these same players that he has. What if he did not perform and at the end of the day we saw Arteta winning the league? You understand what I'm saying? So let's give him
the credit he deserves.
Exactly.
He's done well.
The type of play he's playing with these players brought up the likes of Mohamed Salah and all these people. So he's been very impressive, and so this shows us that these players are not robots; they are human beings. You cannot play about 30 matches, 40 matches with Van Dijk, with Arnold. These players, check the lineup for Arne Slot. You understand? Always playing the same lineup: Trent Arnold, and Robertson, Konate, Van Dijk, Gravenberch. These players, they are tired. Playing the Carabao Cup, playing the FA Cup, playing the Champions League, they are tired. You understand? So kudos to them, and impressive loss. They should lose, and Slot must lose so that it gets into his head that the Premier League is not easy, so that the FSG and the board can get the players that they require. Because next season, a better buta.
Because you will come back.
Yes.
So I think that next season, Arne Slot will not have it easy in the Premier League.
At all.
I do not think that he will end up winning. I think that City will come back and get a win because the way they are building now, they have two sporting directors. Look at how they have Abdul Qadir Kuzanov, they have Omar Mamouche, El Haaland will come back, Rodri will come back. I think City has a chance to win the league next season. We'll get to see
Liverpool also has the chance to win. What I say.
But I don't think Liverpool will win the next season.
That's your opinion.
I think Guardiola with Man City will come back for their title.
Chelsea might even win the league, for all you know.
Chelsea?
Yeah, Enzo Maresca.
It's not possible. I don't think Chelsea will win the league.
Don't write them off.
But as time goes on, we'll get to see who has the strongest squad. At the end of the day, winning the Premier League depends on how strong you are. And for City, that's been the problem. Because I think that if they had Rodri in this season, there's no way they will come at seat now. That's it now. If they had Rodri, they had the likes of all their players. They had Kyle Walker in form. They had, look at Manu Akanji, been injured throughout all the season.
It's part of the game.
Exactly. So I think that what will really determine who wins the Premier League next season is how you are able to avoid injuries and how you're able to manage your game. So I think City, if they get their Rodri back, will go on to win the league. So final decision: which team impressed you in match week 32
in the Premier League?
The Premier League.
Oh, I'll go for Fulham.
Fulham beat Liverpool.
Yes, they were impressive on the day. Even though Liverpool made some mistakes with Andrew Robertson, as Arne Slot said, he saw that their players were. He credited the fact that they lost to the fact that these players were tired. You understand? Fatigue set in. That's what he said, and it's true. No, it's true.
You think it's fatigue?
No, it's fatigue. Look at
where was Alisson?
Alisson was injured. Okay. Was Kelleher was in the goal post. He played the right back with Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones as a right back. Van Dijk about the recent 5 games. About their recent 5 games, he has been very poor. This guy is tired. He's 33 years of age of 34 years. The guy is getting old. Day by day, he's played every game, 90 minutes, day in and day out. Ibrahim Konate getting injured, coming back, Andrew Robertson. These players are tired, you understand? So, I mean, Fulham impressed me for the fact that they scored, Liverpool, and got the win that they deserved. Kudos to them, and I'm impressed with Marco Silva and his team. Yes.
So let's conclude. So, do you have any concluding remarks to your guys? Final thoughts on the whole discussion today?
Oh.
Final thoughts? If you have any shout outs for your people watching too?
Oh, kudos to the entire team and kudos to the set man, Prophet Najrigezi, for the opportunity to be on this show. And I would like to tell all the audience to kindly share this show to everyone invited. And next week we'll also be here to bring you exciting news and exciting talks as we
exciting debates, exciting football analysis.
So please share to your friends and the page, and I think God will bless you. Yes.
So guys, thank you very much for watching this show. It was really, I think, 1 hour and 20 minutes of exciting football conversation. This will also be on Facebook. In case you missed it, go and watch it again. There will be repeat on TV2, on Hill TV. I want you to watch and enjoy, and let me know what you think about this exciting discussion. All too soon, we'll come to the end of the show. I mean, I really enjoyed it. So it's so short that we are leaving you, but you know what? Follow Prophet Najrigezi on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. My name is Nyamche Boateng, and then follow Ben too on Facebook. My name is the truly inspiring Nyamche Boateng. And you know what? Tomorrow is a big birthday here at Prophetic Hill Chapel. And you know what? There's one woman who runs everything. That's media. That's everything. Administrator, everything. And the kind of commitment that she puts into her work at the Prophetic Hill. People call her mother, people call her Antina, people like everywhere. If you give him a football, she will play. If you give her a microphone, she will sing everything. And this is like Kevin De Bruyne in terms of, this is year 3 in terms of church media. That's everything for PHC. And this person is Antina. She will be wishing you a happy birthday. Tomorrow is her birthday. And if you are a daughter or a son of this commission, I want you to go on Facebook, wish her, give her some positive remarks. Let her know that you love her. Let her know that she's been amazing to this church group. It's been 10 years of Prophetic Hill Chapel, and Antina has been nothing short of extraordinary. We want to say we love you. We want to say you are amazing. We want to say you are an unbelievable person. And we from the TTBR studios are saying you are amazing. Nothing short of extraordinary. A happy birthday to you from the truly inspiring Nyameche. But ending the show, we also have to give a massive shout out to the senior man himself, the set man, the major prophet, God's born servant, God's own, God's very own, the major prophet of the land, Ghana Seer, Ghana State, man of God. The name is Prophet Nigel Gazy, and thank you for giving us this opportunity. He's not only a set man, he's also a born servant of God, very humble in nature. He's able to approach all of us, talks to us the word of God, and the UEFA Champions League, La Liga, UCL, the English Premier League. Join us for expert insights, exciting discussions, and then detailed match analysis. We got everything soccer and sports on Hill TV. If it is sports, it is Game On 360 on Hill TV.
Game On 360 shows, live on Mondays at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and repeat on Tuesdays at 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. on Hill TV, a multi-TV channel. Hill TV proclaiming Jesus Christ.
It's up the post. It's absolutely brilliant from Christian Eriksen. And he gets his shot away. Rasmus Højlund breaks that duck, and it couldn't be better.
Hello everyone, my name is the truly inspiring Nyameche Boateng. Game On is on Hill TV, and Game On will give you the latest match updates, biggest sports news, and match analysis. Game On 360